don't see anything on the stream. There we go. Jesus Christ. What is going on? What is going on today? Criminy. I gotta record this. I don't know what. I don't know if it's like Twitch. I'm gonna just blame Twitch. But damn, I don't know how much it cut out now, cause the thing with these videos is that the thing that sucks about like when you're streaming and like playing the game at the same time and Twitch goes down, there's a chance that the video gets cut. So for the longest time I didn't really want to record, but like cuz I don't know if my PC can handle it, but I don't think I have a choice. I'm kind of nervous because like I don't want to get too far in the fucking game and then the stream goes down, cuz that fucking sucks. I'm better with like I had to actually sit down and learn how to like do some editing, like video editing and stuff. So I think I could like piece together the video, but it's still hella annoying to do that shit too. But I don't know what the fuck's going on because it I think it's just something to do with Twitch right now. I know before it was me because I had my VPN on, but now I'm like, dude, what the fuck? It's from what I can see, other people are on, so I don't know if it's me or not. But we'll just proceed on. I'm gonna just record this, so like if anything does happen and I get farther, you know, I don't have to sit down and replay this shit. Cause Lord, I don't want to. But yeah, like when I was younger, the reason why I wanted to learn Japanese. Well, first of all, I told myself when I was a kid, I said, I was like, you know, I really want to learn a language. I don't care what language it is. I just want to learn a friggin' language. And, you know, I was big into anime and, you know, I was an average American kid growing up who's like, you know, a millennial. Growing up, you end up liking the Japanese cartoons and stuff and really wanting to go there and learn the language and learn about the culture and everything. So with all that, I figured I'd learn Japanese. I've tried learning Japanese a few times, but this is like the first time I'm like sticking with it. This is like, I feel like out of all the times I've tried in the past, this is like the longest stretch goal this is the longest I've tried learning it. Usually like I'll just stop, you know. I mean, I'll stop even now, but it's more shorter because I have a tutor that I have to meet up with and everything, so it's not that short where you know, maybe pull this lever. I don't know what it does, but let's do it. It's I don't take such long breaks anymore. Fuck. the breaks are more shorter, you know. I don't go a whole like 2 years without learning the language, you know. It's more of the longest I'll go is a week or a week and a half, you know. And I can't jump or something. Like what the fuck? So it's I don't really go that long without learning. I also would like to learn Spanish. I would like to learn Spanish. I'm not really actively learning Spanish. It's more of it's that learning Spanish for me is like learn as you fucking go type shit, you know. Yeah, let's put that lever down so I know not to that I don't have to come back down here. Yeah, that's a good indicator of saying, yeah, you don't have to come back here. Don't come down here. So the what I would like to do is learn in terms of languages. I would like to be Here's the thing about saying fluent. You can't really be fluent in a language, you know? But I would like to be able to hold a conversation. I'd like to be able to like actually read a book like at an adult level, you know? Even at a kid's level, cause like it'd be nice to just read a manga. I'm sure you guys know of Yotsuba. Yeah, I'm sure you guys. If you don't, it's a manga. It's a very popular manga. It's also the mascot for a certain site. And it's a really fun, cute comic. Yotsuba. I guess I'll give a synopsis of what it's about. It's just like this guy. He goes. I forgot. They don't really specify what country he went to, but I think he's like a translator. I forgot his name. I haven't read this shit in so fucking long. He's like a translator or something. He basically, let's just say he works from home and stuff, but sometimes he has to travel for his work, and he meets this little girl, and her name's Yotsuba, and I don't know. I guess he adopted her. I don't think they ever really go into the story of how they really met, and so he like adopts her and takes her back to Japan because the guy lives in Japan, and you know he basically is her father. You know it's really cute. I really like them. I really like the daughter father relationship they have going on. It's really cute. You don't really see that many dad daughter stories as you do like mother, especially in like anime. I feel like you're more likely to well, yeah, there's a few. I could think of Haruhi from Orion Host Club. What is another one? I can't think of another one right now, but like you don't really see that much of like the father daughter relationship, and that's not only for like anime and manga. It's also for like regular cartoons. I feel like you don't really see that duo that often. You mostly see the mother and the son more likely, I feel. But anyways, yeah, so he adopts her, and she, you know, it's basically a slice of life. It's a slice of life. You meet all, you meet all is she meets all these characters. She always bothers the neighbors. Oh my god. But yeah, it's just a cute little story. It's a slice of life. There's really no like plot to it. It's more of a things happen, such and such, you know. More of a go as you read, I guess. I don't know what to really call it, but let's try and get back. Let's try and get back to the top, like all the way to the top. Yeah, it's more of a like go as you read type of manga. I guess basically slice of life, but most slice of life still have like a story, but this one doesn't really have like a story. It's just basically Yotsuba, you know? And it's a really cute, funny manga. I really, really like it, and I totally recommend it if you want like a manga to read. But the thing about it is it's also really beginner friendly. Like beginner Japanese or like kid friendly. Like a kid can be able to pick it up and read it. I'm just trying to see what's down here. Is this the part with the key? No, this is the part with the key. Let me see something. Yeah, so it's like really easy to pick up and read for like a Japanese school kid, you know, like a kid growing up in Japan and shit like that, learning the language and reading the manga. Like for them, it'd be easy for them to read it. So like most people will recommend like if someone who's learning Japanese, like learning the language and stuff. Like once you get to that point where you can like read, nani? It turned off. My bad. Once you're able to like read Japanese, I get like, you know, like a kid who can read Japanese and speak it and stuff, they'll be able to pick up the manga, because it's like really beginner friendly. It also has furigana in it, and furigana is basically like alright, so in Japanese there's fucking three fucking not this way. I wish I could like in a way give myself a marker in this game where I know not to have go here. It's more of in my head I'm like, okay, don't go down here, and it's like still it's really confusing. But in Japanese, if you didn't know, or didn't care to know, there's three writing systems. There's hiragana, which is basically Japanese words. Then there's katakana, which is basically words that are English or any language. It doesn't have to be English. There's a lot of I used to think that katakana was just English words, but there's a lot of like German words, a lot of like words from different damn it, man. There's a lot of words from like different countries that they use and turn into katakana. So don't just think like katakana is mostly English words. Yes, there's a lot of English words, but there's also a lot of different other words like aribaito. I believe that means part-time job, and I think it's German for like part-time job. I thought it would be part-time job or some shit like that, you know? But when I heard that, I was like, oh, you guys actually use you guys actually use different words from different languages. I thought it was just English, so that's like something good to know, I guess. So yeah, so hiragana is basically Japanese. It's basically easy. It's like, okay, so then there's kanji, which is basically the words that are taken from Chinese. Yes, it's basically the Chinese. I don't know what they call it in China. I don't know what's the Chinese word for kanji, but it's basically the untranslated words, basically. And so, um, so kanji is like the big boy word, and like hiragana is like the the baby version of it. It's just easier to read, you know, like, because if you don't know what the fucking kanji is, I mean, you can still be like, if you know the strokes and you can read the strokes, you can probably be like, okay, this is like volcano, you know, because you'll see Yama, and I don't know what the fuck is up. Oh yeah, so it would be like so the kanji, I'm not sure which comes first, but for volcano, you would start, it's basically yeah, so if you translate the word for Japanese, if you translate the word for volcano into English, it's basically fire mountain. And, you know, technically that shit makes fucking sense, you know? It's basically fire fucking mountain. So the kanji for fire is ka. So it's like, so it's ka, right? So if you know the fucking if you know how to read fire, then you would be like, okay, it's something to do with fire, you know? So, and then the kanji for mountain is yama. So I probably did the stroke order wrong, but it's basically like that. It's like a pitchfork in a way. But if you didn't know how to read the kanji, you're kind of fucked in a way. Not really. I mean, if you're taking a test, then yeah, you're kind of fucked. But, you don't really know what the word is, but but the thing is, like, what it is, hiragana, right? It's basically, I don't know how to explain it, like, how you would explain it in English, but it's basically, like, it's like, I would say, think of it as kanji is the smarter way of saying a word, you know, like, yeah, it's just like a smarter way of saying a word, you know, like, I can't think of a word right now that I can give an example of how it would be like, but it's basically, it's like, you know, when you learned a different way of saying the same thing in English, but you got like a bigger, more, damn, I can't, like, I guess it's like, you could say, oh, this item is flammable. And, you know, people be like, okay, yeah, it's flammable, yeah, whatever. And that, you know, that's a word. But, like, then you can say, oh, this, I don't know if flammable and combustible is the same thing, but it'd be like combustible. It's like, ooh, you know, it's more of, ooh, okay. what, you know, like what does that mean or whatever, some shit like that. It's like that in a way. So hiragana just makes it, it makes it so much simple for you to read the kanji, because if you don't know what the kanji is, if you really don't know how to fucking read the word, you're screwed. Like if you had to like, if you read like a Japanese newspaper and you couldn't read Japanese, right? Like say you can read Japanese, but you only could read hiragana, um, you're gonna have a hard time with the fucking kata. You're gonna have a hard time with the kanji, because the kanji is basically taking, it's basically making the word smaller, you know? Like, it's basically taking, say the word is like this fucking long, the kanji will do this to the word, and it's like, if you don't understand how, it's, like, how to read it, then you're screwed, you know? So, the way they helped with that is they made a thing, they have furigana, and furigana is basically like, in parentheses, it's just basically the word, the big word. What they do is they take the big word, the kanji or whatever, and they put the hiragana next to it. So even if you can't read the hiragana, you can read the furigana. I mean, if you can't read the kanji, you can read the furigana. So you're not like, fuck, I can't read this shit. What does it say, you know? So, it's like you can still read, and it's not like you're just sitting there having to look up all these kanji, because if you don't know what the fuck the kanji's saying, you know, you can't even look it up, really. I mean, you can look it up, but it's more of like, I can't read it, you know, so what am I gonna do now? So the furigana makes it simpler for plebs like me. The furigana makes it easier for like plebs like me to read shit. And like it, like I can read, like I can read Japanese. Like if it's in hiragana, I could fucking read it. That's my problem, is like I can read it, but I don't understand what the fuck it's saying. Like if it's saying like a word that I've never seen, and if it's in, you know, and half of the time they have the furigana in the, it's like there's kanji, and then there's the hiragana, and then there's the furigana also. So it's like I can read the letters and everything. I could read it, but it's just like I don't know what that word is. So it's more of, I can read it, but I don't know what the fuck word it is. So it's like, I guess I should really try reading Yotsuba even still. So usually I don't really like reading it, because while I can like read the words and stuff, I have to like read it with a jisho, and a jisho is basically Japanese word for dictionary. And it's just like, it kind of like kills it for me, because like every second I'm looking up a word. But I guess I should do that, and not really care too much about stopping every few seconds. It's annoying, but yeah, I'd still end up learning a lot. And the thing is, I got the manga from Book Off, so the cool thing about Book Off is they have not only English, but they have also Japanese manga, and the Japanese manga is so cheap. It's so cheap. Cheap. So, you know, if I ruin the book, it's not really a loss. I don't really like ruining them. I'll tell you a funny thing. When I first got, when I first got into comic books. Not comic books, manga. I used to color in the fucking pages. I used to color in the pages. And then like one of my friends was like, "You're not supposed to do that." But I couldn't help it. I just wanted to color it in because like the art was so nice. So yeah, where the fuck do I go? I'm gonna look this shit up. So I colored in the pages because it's like, oh man, I wasn't I'm not skilled. I still am not a skilled artist, but back then I used to like coloring. I used to like coloring comic books in a lot. Like it was like not coloring comic books, just like I used to like printing down like coloring book pages, like from there was like what's it? There was a site. I used to like Sailor Moon coloring pages. I used to download a whole bunch of these Sailor Moon coloring pages, and I used to just color them in. I used to really enjoy doing that. Now that I think about it, I totally forgot that I used to do that. Dude, I'm like so confused because I have to like talk and play at the same time, and it's really frustrating. It's not frustrating, but it's like shit. And I really enjoyed that. While the internet was cool back then, it wasn't as cool as it is now with all the shit you can do. It was still pretty entertaining, but YouTube wasn't even a thing back then because it was still AOL. And it wasn't like you can actually get a decent video. These kids these days, they don't even know what it feels like. They don't know the struggle of having one tab and not only having to wait. Cause if you like, there wasn't like there wasn't YouTube stuff. There's music videos. Like you could watch music videos and stuff on YouTube. Not YouTube. Like I don't. How did we watch? What site used to show music videos? I can't remember what site used to give music videos, but maybe Yahoo, something Yahoo Music or some shit. One of those. And like you would have to sit there, and if the music video was like 5 minutes long, you would have to sit there basically and wait for it to buffer, and God forbid somebody fucking calls the house, or like some telemarketer calls, damn, like, ugh. If you think telemarketers were bad now, they were bad back then. Like, you'd curse a motherfucker out because, like, you've been waiting to watch that music video and some dumbass calls you about some stupid shit you don't really care about. How do I see that area down there where it has like a rope vine where I can climb, but I don't even know how to get down there. But yeah, you had to wait for the fucking video to load, and it's not like back then we had tabs. There was no tabs back then. There was no tabs back then at all. There was just like, you just have to sit there and fucking wait, and that's the only screen you could have open, Oh man. Same with like Flash games was the thing back then. Flash games, oh my god. They weren't like video games. It's not like how people were getting all like crazy about like how phone games was gonna take over the market and shit like that. It wasn't like that with Flash games. It wasn't like that at all with Flash games, but they still were pretty fun, especially like if you were at school and you didn't. Yeah, especially if you were at school. So the best. I was never in like a Nickelodeon kid. I was a Cartoon Network kid, and I used to play like a lot of Cartoon Network games on there. Like I love. They used to have Kids Next Door. They had a Kids Next Door Flash game where you play all the characters and you do missions and you gotta fight bosses and stuff. And I used to love that shit so fucking much. And then there was a Powerpuff Girls one where you snowboard. I don't know if they still have that shit. I think I might check that out after this. But yeah, they had one with the Powerpuff Girls and snowboarding. They had a lot of stupid shit. It was basically a whole bunch of stupid shit. That's how the internet was back then. It was very simple back then. I really like. I don't per se miss it. I do miss it in a way. What I miss about it is I just miss all the stupid shit that was on it, like everything now. It was like I always talk about this, but it's just like there was just fucking nerds and weirdos on the internet back then, I, it was just it was fun, not you wasn't really like regulated, and you could post like weird shit and like your conspiracy theories and stupid shit, and while okay, I don't have to go down there. I see where that leads now, because I was like, I saw the rope, the vines to climb, and I'm like, where does that go? And I just remember where it is, so I don't have to go down there either. I just miss how unfiltered the internet was back then, and just like with everything going on right now, with like people being kicked off of all platforms for like not having the same opinions as you, or like like they disagree with you. I mean, I'm not saying that someone who's like a white supremacist, or a black supremacist, or whatever, a racist or whatever. I don't feel like anybody should be I just don't like how the internet is now, where people don't really have a platform. No matter, I feel, as long as you're not harming anyone or trying to cause harm to anyone, you should have the ability to speak about whatever you want, I mean, it's your right. I feel it's an American right to have that have that ability. And I don't like how now that I mean, I'm just gonna say it, now that the normies are here, and it's like everything has to be all clean and cut and filtered, and they want big government telling people what they can and can't say. It's just like, dude, I just want to listen to my conspiracy theories and all this shit, like it's that's a great thing about the internet. It's not like put down your throat. If you don't like it, you can just fucking go somewhere else. There's a niche for everyone, and it's just like, why does it have to be where these certain people get to say what they want, and then these certain people don't get to say what they want because we disagree with you? It shouldn't be like that. I mean, like, I won't like everyone's opinion, I'm not gonna agree with like some guy who's like racist to black people or racist to gays or whatever shit, but I still feel that they should be able to speak their mind, like to hear different opinions and stuff. I don't always agree, you know. What kind of life would we live if we all agree with shit, you know? That's the great thing about life is we all don't agree. Um, that's what's good about it, and it's just since the normies have come in and fucked it up for everyone, it's it's not as cool. The internet is not cool anymore, you know. It's I mean, it still has its cool places, but it's not cool anymore. Like it's just not as cool as it used to be. It's just I feel like back then the internet was like you had to invest in how to learn how to use the internet and everything. And now that, you know, there's kids on the internet, there's your grandma on the internet, you know, it's just now it's we have to be more fucking clean and shit, you know? The internet is basically like your second life in a way where it's just um there's like the real world and then there's the fucking internet, you know? It's like you can be on the internet and have a whole different persona or whatever like it is, and it's just I just feel like now people are it's just like I just don't like the fact that someone can just be taken off all platforms just because they have a different opinion than you. I just feel if they're not really causing any harm or anything, that, you know, they should be able to still speak their piece and whatever. I mean, I might not fucking agree with them, but you know, I still think that they have their right to say what they want and not have to feel afraid that, oh, because I said something that this company doesn't agree with, I will be you know, kicked off. Because once they do stuff like that, it's gonna be like, who's fucking next, you know? Who's next? You know? Who's fucking next? You know, and it's like, sure, you hate the fucking guy or whatever, or the girl or whatever that got kicked off of all platforms, but you know, you might be next. You know, that's the thing that sucks. That's the thing that people don't understand. It's like, yeah, this person got kicked off and it's great because, you know, I hate him and I don't agree with what he's fucking saying. But it's like, where does it end? You know, because you might be safe now, but later down the line, what if you're not fucking safe? You know, and it's like it comes back full circles. Like, haha, motherfucker. Now look who's fucking now who's doing their fucking wrong thing. You know, and that's where it's like, fuck, it's scary because, you know, I'm not like, even for me, it's like, you know, I like to, I mean, I do try to be myself when I stream and do videos and everything for you guys, but this is still like a persona, you know? It's not fully me. This is still like a persona. You don't see everything about me. You see just like a piece of who I am. And it's the part of me, the part that I show is the part that I want to be seen as, you know? It's basically, sure, it's not fully me, but it's the me that I am okay with sharing with others. And it's just like, okay, is the way how I am, like, the way my persona is that okay for the internet now? Like, it was okay when I was a kid, because, you know, I mean, in a way, I've always been the same as I have been since I've been a kid, you know? I've always had this persona that, you know, I am. And it's just like, I just hate the fact that now everything is just like different now. And it's not, it's so different. Like, TV and everything is so different. I feel, you know, I mean, some people were like, oh, it's for the better, but I don't really think it is. I don't really like it, you know? Um, Things like Monty Python, or like White Chicks and, uh, what's it, Tropic Thunder, and all these other shows, you know? They wouldn't, maybe never existed if they were made now, you know? There's so many shows that I'm watching now, and I'm like, dude, if this wasn't, even like, I was playing Resident Evil and Resident Evil 5, and like, sure, that game got mad fucking hate back then, but like, imagine if it was made now, you know? Imagine if Capcom made that shit now. Like, dude, Capcom now would probably be like, okay, let's not fucking make it. I mean, like, you gotta give it to Capcom. Even back then, they were like, they had it hard, because like, people were like, we don't want it, and they still was like, fuck you guys, we're still gonna send it out, you know. But I just feel like if it was now, they'd probably not have made that game. And the game's fucking great, you know? Fucking Sheva is like delicious dark skinned girl. Like, her model is like, oh my god, her model is like so delicious to look at, you know? It's a great model, and you can see like the love and the attention to detail that they put into the game. It's not like they just fucking, you know, gave everybody plate lips and stuff, you know. It's not like that. They really took the time to learn the culture and try to add it to it, you know, because there's another thing that I fucking hate, is this whole cultural appropriation stuff, you know. How it's just it's so annoying, because these people, they say that they hate culture, they're doing it to avoid people being racist against cultures, but you're doing the exact opposite, you know. If you want people to, I feel like the best way to like make someone not racist is to get them to get exposed to the culture or whatever that they're being racist to, and see how amazing it is, you know. Because once they see like, oh my god, the food is so great, and the music is great, and the people are so cool, and the language is so amazing. I mean, like, sure, some of that won't change people's minds, but it might, you never know, it will change a few. And it's just like, if you don't allow people to at least be able to experience the culture and have a sense of, to have a, be able to, like, you know, try out the culture. I mean, like, to be honest with you, nobody really owns their fucking culture, you know. Everybody is more of, everybody puts in a little piece to it. It's not like you own it. Everyone worked hard to like make it, and it's just like, you don't own it. You know, it's like, sure, it's these group of people stuff, but you know, everyone put in a little piece of the pie, and it's just like, it's kind of unfair if if you're the one saying, oh, this is not your culture, you know, you can't do it, because like, you didn't really fucking add anything to it. You're just fucking being a fucking negative Nancy. Everyone's like making all this cool shit. Everybody's like making like cool like remixes and everything, and you know, sometimes people are like, they do fucking ruin it, you know. Then those people, they be like, yeah, okay, you don't get to to indulge into the culture or whatever. But like, I just feel like it's almost a missed opportunity if you're just gonna be like, yeah, you can't fucking you can't do this because you're so and so or so and so. Then it's like you're just limiting. You're just like in a way killing the culture in a way, because then nobody's gonna know about it, and then you know when it's like, it's also like with braids or whatever, you know, if nobody sees it and everything, when somebody actually sees it once, they're gonna be like, oh, this is cool, and then you're gonna be like, oh, this is always how it's been. But it's like nobody fucking knows that. I mean, sure, you're right, but it's just like, if you just keep it hidden, and then someone who like learns about it and like gets inspired by it, and they're like, oh, this is really cool, and then everyone gets to see it, then it's like, you know, it just brings more people, more eyes onto the culture, and it's like, okay, this is pretty dope, you know. And you know, everybody adds to it. Doesn't matter if they were born into the culture or not, you know. And it's just like, this is, that way of thinking is so bad, because then it's like you get people not wanting to, feeling bad about trying to learn about the culture, whatever the fuck it is, you know. And it's just, I mean, like, nobody's gonna tell me I can't fucking learn Japanese, dude. You know, nobody's gonna fucking tell me I can't fucking learn Japanese. I am that person where you can't do that shit with me, because I'm gonna just be like, fuck you, I'm American, I'll do what the fuck I want. You know? And it's, I just feel like everyone should just be allowed to do what they want, you know? You know, you get one fucking life, man. Everyone gets one fucking life. You better live it to the fullest. If you wanna fucking do something, just fucking do it, man. Don't let anybody fucking stop you. Just because they're fucking ignorant, you know? I'm just sick of stuff like that. It's, you know, because, and half of the time the people saying it, they're not even like fucking really, they're not like even real, they don't know shit about the fucking culture, whatever it is, you know? They just happen to be born in it, but they don't even know anything about it. They don't know shit about it. I'll be honest with you, like, I am Trinidad, like, I'm not Trinidadian, my family is from Trinidad, but, like, I know more about the culture because I actually grew up with it and stuff, and it's just, like, I would hate the fact that someone tells me or tells someone else, oh, you can't fucking do this because you're not part of the culture, if, you know, say, like, they're a different race or whatever, you can't eat this food or whatever. And, like, this person who's telling them that, they don't know shit about the culture. I'm like, bitch, you don't even fucking, like, know anything. Like, do you know what this is? Like, do you even know what any of that is? Do you even have an accent? Like, you gotta shut the fuck up. The hell are you talking about, you know? Like, what are you talking about? You don't know shit about it. Just like a fucking busybody. And it's just like, I just feel like it's an American thing, because oh man, there was one time, this museum, they, the controller moved on its own. This museum, they had, I forgot what painting it is, but it was a painting based on, like, it was based on the time when, like, I think, was it America or was it Britain or whatever? I think it was America, like, it's during that, shit, I did it again. During that time when, like, Japanese import was, like, the greatest thing ever, during the whole, like, oh yeah, Japan, you gotta open your fucking borders, we want your shit. And there's this famous painting of this guy who he buys his wife. Let's see, he buys his wife a one of those kimonos, and it's an artist. He bought his wife a kimono, and like she models it for him, and he paints it, and it's a beautiful painting. And I think the museum they made like a copy of the. Damn, I'm just sucking now. I believe they made like a copy of the kimono, and they had it where people can actually try it out, you know. And it's see, this is an opportunity for people to actually like get a taste of the culture and like actually be a part of it and experience it and try to like, you know, love it and everything. And these fucking busybodies just came in and like, oh, you guys can't do that, you're not Japanese, and that's the thing about it. These people are American. And the thing is, like, me being around Japanese people and shit, they fucking love it when you, like, if you can even say, like, a few fucking words, they're like, oh my god, sugoi desu ne, you know? They love it. And, like, the museum got so scared that they got rid of it. And it was just so sad, you know? Because it was like, me as someone learning Japanese, I thought that was pretty dope, you know? And here these people come and fucking ruin it. And the actual Japanese people, like, not a Japanese or fucking Americans, like, actual Japanese people were like, we are okay with this. We really appreciate you enjoying the culture. Japanese people are like, they really, like, I always say this, if you really want to get the respect of someone, like, from a different country or whatever, or even a different state, like, you just, like, trying their shit out, like, learning the language, learning the slang, eating the food, wearing the outfits or whatever. That is the most biggest compliment you can give them. I mean, I'm not saying be some, like, fucking Logan Paul type shit. I'm saying, like, you know, you have to be respectable, of course. I'm not saying that. Yeah, and it's just like, you know, if you're being respectable, of course, then you're doing it not out of, oh, I want to make content, but you actually really, really enjoy the culture. People really, really, especially Japanese people, they really are happy. It really, you know, it really makes them happy. I just feel that everyone. I just feel like we're in such a amazing time, amazing era these days. In this day and age, where everyone can like communicate with each other, and it's not like back in the days where everyone was just fucking killing each other and shit, you know? You know, everyone's cool, and you can go to this country, you can go to that country, and you don't have to worry about, I mean, you'll still probably get killed or whatever, but there's a chance you won't get killed, and it's nice to be able to actually experience the culture and whatever. And, you know, I just feel that people who just make it so you can't enjoy it for what it is, they just fucking ruin it. They don't help the fact, you know, they actually make it worse. And it sucks. You know, it really does suck. I mean, at the end of the day, nobody's gonna stop me from doing whatever the fuck I want, you know? I'm just gonna do it. But I don't like that. I like everyone being able to try, do whatever they want within reason. I'm not saying I'm not saying that people should just be fucking rude and shit with the culture. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that as long as you're respectable and everything, I feel like there's no reason why you shouldn't be able to enjoy it, you know? Because there are people who actually are really interested in the goddamn culture, and then like you fucking cut them off and they can't enjoy it anymore. Like, what the fuck? Yo, how he get over there? Looking at a walkthrough, because I'm like, I'm done with this fucking game. Wait, Nani, how you get there? Yo, how you get back there? How you get back there? Alright, I need to find like... I need to find like something that was like... I need to find a landmark. Okay, I'm gonna try and get back to that area. But enough talk about that. I was watching, I don't know if you guys know about Evo, but there's this big tournament, basically the Olympics of fighting games, where you know, anyone can sign up and compete, and it's just so cool because everyone from around the world and everything, they can come together and fucking play a game, and like it's more of like Korea versus America, fucking Atlanta versus fucking Delaware, whatever. And it's just so cool because, like, you know, it's just, it brings out that nationalism that I love for your country. And everyone's like, you know, you may not like the person or their persona or whatever, but, you know, they're American, so you gotta fucking root for the American. It's just like, and it's just cool because, you know, as a player and everything, it really inspires you to want to do better and see your country win and stuff and everything. Because so Evo is a fight, yeah, so Evo is a fighting game tournament. It's basically Olympics of fighting games. It happens, okay, we're at the spot that I need to be at. It's basically the Olympics of fighting games. So yeah, everyone gets to compete, you know. It's a fun it's a fun time. There's like different games that people can play and shit. And whoa, okay. There's different fighting games people compete in. There's Tekken, there's Street Fighter, there's Blaze Blue, there's Smash. There's a whole bunch of games that people can like sign up for. You can sign up for multiple games and stuff and everything, and it's really cool because like fighting games are so hard and everything. So it really, and it's like there's so many people that goes to this tournaments. Like the pools are like 1,000 people playing the same fucking game, and it's like, you know, you can be playing and then get your ass owned in the, you know, instantly, you know, and it's really competitive, and it's like you can be out just like that. You can shoot while climbing. Wait a sec. You could shoot while climbing? That is revolutionary. I did not know you could do that, guys. And it's more of like, since fighting games are so hard and stuff, it's a great way of seeing how far you've come. It's like, say you've been playing a game like me for a whole year, and then you go to an Evo, and then, you might, maybe your first Evo you don't even do that well. Maybe you get eliminated fast. But even if you get to top 64, that means you still did better than most people, You did pretty well, actually. But even, like, there's 1,000 people playing and you get to fucking, top 8, dude. That's just, like, I don't know. I will say this, fighting games are, like, it's one of the only games where it's so self-rewarding, like, I feel like it builds you as a person. I don't know how it is for other people, but I just feel like I've grown so much from playing fighting games. I feel like I've learned more about myself, and I feel like I've learned just so much more about, just in terms of learning something, like doing it the right way, not just half-assing it, because you can half-ass it, but it's like when you half-ass it, you miss out on so much, and it's like you can take that into other things, and I just feel like it just shows you that you shouldn't half-ass stuff, Wait, where did he go? Okay, he jumped over. And you just can't half-ass stuff. It's like Tekken, I guess all fighting games, it's like fucking math, man, like, you don't really want to learn the formula, but once you learn the formula, man, and you know it by heart, you can never fuck up, It's just like one of those things where you gotta really learn it, and once you learn it, you fucking got it. Nothing's gonna, like, not make you not fucking know. And when you get to that point, you really start appreciating the game, and you really try to learn more, and it's just and it's so hard, because and especially like a game like Tekken, especially if you're new to the game, like, it sucks, because as someone who's new to the game, you're already, like, fucked, because everyone for the most part you're fighting against, they've been playing the game longer than you, so they have, like, that inch on you, and it's just, you just have to put in more effort than them in the beginning. Like, you don't have to. You'll probably get there sooner or later. But if you really plan on going pro or really, really improving fast, you have to, like, actually sit down and actually, like, learn the game. And even still, like, you could be really good and you learn everything about the game, but then you have to actually, oh, there's a secret area over here. Then you actually, like, okay, say even after that you learn how the game is played, and that's great. But now, other people know how the game is friggin' played too, so, you gotta learn even more. You gotta learn how to deal with certain things. And there are things where it's like you have to, like, go into the lab. Like, the lab is saying, like, it's basically, say you're practicing the moves, you're, like, looking at the other characters and seeing how they work against your characters and learning how to punish the character. So, like, say a character has a move, and if you don't know how to punish it properly, they can keep doing the move, and it's just like, if you don't practice how to, like, avoid the move or how to deal with the move, you can end up getting fucking owned real fast, because it's like, oh, this guy doesn't know how to deal with this move, I'm just gonna keep doing it, So you really gotta, like, learn and not really fuck around and stuff. And that really does suck, because especially you can lose tournaments. Like, you can actually, like, probably lose a tournament that way. Oh, you can grab that? Oh, okay. I didn't think you could do that. Like, you can actually lose a tournament like that. I've seen it happen. And like, Evo is basically the best way of you getting to just like, say you've been playing a game for a whole year and you've been going to tournaments and shit like that. Like, you've been really putting in the effort and shit, trying to, oh, I'm finally out. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. Like, you've been putting in the effort and trying to learn shit, and it's just like, it's a great way of seeing how much I've improved since then. And it's just like, when you go to these places, you're not only repping yourself, you're repping your country, because it really is. It's almost, it really, you may think it's just like, I like Tekken because I wanted to play Dota, but I realized I can't do the whole group setting. Like, the whole group setting where, you know, you gotta rely on a team and shit, I can't do it. I can't do it, you know? I can't do it, you know? Because I don't say I hate people, but sometimes dealing with people are just, it's so annoying. Lara, what the hell did you grab? I see you grab something. I hope you didn't, like, do some stupid shit. You know how you like doing stupid shit? And, like, I wanted, like, as a kid, I always wanted to play something at a high level, like, not in the level where it's like where I can be competitive about it. Cause when Dota had came out, when not Dota 2 came out, when I started playing Dota, it was during the second international, and it was pretty cool to see. I never saw something like that in terms of, like, video games being played on that scale. It was my first time seeing that, and I really wanted to be a part of that, but playing on a team is really hard. Okay, I think I have to, like, jump down. Being on a team is hard because it's like, especially a game such as Dota, because it's not where you can just, like, you can carry, but that's only on, like, pubs where you can carry. If you're playing like with other people in a group, I mean, okay, if you're playing with people who know the fucking game, you're not gonna get away with just being the sole carry. You have to, like, have other people helping you. It's a team game. It's supposed to be played as a team. And, you know, I realized that it's really hard to like, get a team. First of all, getting people to, like, fucking do shit is hard in itself. Getting people to, like, not be an asshole is hard in itself. So, with all that, you know, then you gotta deal with people's problems, their fucking girlfriends, and all that shit. And it's like, you know, it's hard. It's not easy, per se. How do I get this? Just working together and cooperating is really hard. And I was never able to get a team started with that. But I I I'm not gonna lie. I like doing things solo. I really am. I like doing things on my own. Like if I, you know, it's for me. I prefer it because not, oh, do I gotta go over there and do it? I prefer sometimes I just prefer working alone, you know? Sometimes it's just better to like work by yourself because then you don't gotta worry about who gets upset about what you did or some shit like that, you know? I think for like my mental health is my mental stability and all that shit, it's just better for me. Um and I I never got to go like pro with Dota, and when I saw that Tekken was coming out on PC, it wasn't like I was gonna go pro then. So it was like, oh cool, Tekken's coming out on PC. I'm gonna get it now because I don't play. When I was a kid, I played on console. I love. I think. I mean. I feel like console games are in the, like how consoles are now and how they were then is two different things. Something about it where I don't like the new how I just don't like how consoles are these days. I don't know, something about it, and it's just it's just like I just rather play on PC. There's just so much shit you gotta fucking worry about with. Oh, we found him, the guy. Lara shoots the mummy that has been attacking Iliad and kneels down beside him. Iliad, are you hurt? It's too late for me, Lara. I've lost too much blood. I'm dying. How did this happen to you? What's going on? Lara, did you touch the temple altar? Yeah. Lara, you have unleashed the guardians. What guardians? Those fucking guardians. Lara, why you always gotta touch shit? Why you cannot just like not touch shit? They are the spirits of the ancient protectors of the temple. They were entombed here to make sure that no one would try and take the stone. They will kill any intruder. Thanks a lot, Lara. Now I gotta deal with this shit. Whoops. Look at Lara's face. Whoops. I shouldn't have touched that. Then, Iliad, we gotta get out of here. No, Lara. You must stop the others. What others? Those guys over there. Them guys. That's over there. While I was waiting for you, I was ambushed and tortured. They were mercenaries who wanted the map of the Nightmare Stone. Ah. Okay. Oh my God! They took me to the altar and made me show them what must be done. Then they found the map and left me here to die. But I tricked them. They didn't get the entire map. They can't get all the way down to the Snake Guardian. He holds the final part of the key that will unlock the Nightmare Stone. Yay! This map here will help you get back up to the altar. Destroy the Nightmare Stone, Lara. It's pure evil. Ah. Evil. I like that. He's dead. See, if Lara didn't fucking touch shit, this wouldn't happen. It's all Lara's fault. She always likes to fucking touch. She's like my mom, you know? They always want to touch everything. You leave something on the counter, you come back, it ain't fucking there. It's not fucking there anymore. You know why? Because they gotta touch it. They can't just leave it alone. They gotta touch it. Always gotta touch shit. Oh shit, I'm taking life. But yeah, back to Evo. It's really cool because it's just cool because like you get so much fucking you get so much clout from it and like respect. You know, it's, you know, it really feels nice. Like something about it feels so rewarding. Like I feel like fighting games is the only game where you get like that reward. You feel that self-accomplishment, that self-rewarding accomplishment. Like you really feel like, wow, I've really done something great, you know? Fighting games are like the only game that I could think of that really gave me that feeling where it's just like, wow, I came so far. But yeah, I mean, like it really it's really hard, you know, and people will respect you, you know, especially if you do something like, if you do something out of the norm and you succeed at it, like something that people think, whoa, this is like, wow, I can't believe that actually happened. This is something that is hard to do, like fucking Panda in fucking top 8. Like, you know how fucking good you gotta be to get fucking Panda to fucking top 8, my guy? You know how fucking good you gotta fucking be? And it's like, it's just like, it's basically like Dark Souls, where it's like, if you fuck up, it's your own fault, you know? You can't really, like, sure, you can blame the game. The most you can say is, I just didn't know how to deal with that. But like, now that you've seen it and you've dealt with it, you can't say that again, because like, once you've like seen it once and you still haven't like tried to learn how to deal with it, it really becomes your fault, you know? And it's like, it's really more of, it's not really hand holding, like fucking Tekken, especially Tekken 7. It really isn't hand holding at all. Thank God there's like people like Eris and fucking JDCR and all these other guys who made this content. So, dude, how's she not fucking grab it? Made all this amazing content for people to like learn about the game and really get good at the game, because the game really doesn't teach you much. It really does not teach you much. And the story mode really doesn't teach you much, because it has shortcuts in the game which really don't teach you. Like, it's a hard game, because it's like, it's more of like, getting good is not really the hard part. I mean, getting good in the game is hard, but it's more of like sticking with the fucking game and actually enjoying the game. That's the real hard part, like staying with the game. Like, even though it's fucking hard and half of the times things happen and it's just, sometimes it can't be explained and it's really, it wasn't your fault. Just like sticking with the game and still learning with it, getting the next one, and still trying to get better at the game. That's what like really sets like the casuals from the pros. And it's hard, you know. There's so much stuff you gotta learn and everything, but it's like once you learned it and you like really mastered it, and you see, once you learn how the game is supposed to be played and everything, then that's when you're like, whoa, this is really fun, you know. I'm not sure if I had to go up there, so let's just do this again. So that's when you're like really learn, like, okay, now I get it. And it's like that's when the game is fun. Like the game, I'm not gonna lie, the game isn't really fun for like maybe the first year. Like the first 5 months of playing the game, it's not, it's gonna be fun, but like any fighting game for the most part, it's gonna be fun in the beginning because you don't really understand, but that's gonna like die out when you realize, because I don't understand, I'm getting fucked up, you know. And then it's like, that's when you gotta sit down and learn the game, you know, or else you're gonna keep getting owned by stuff you shouldn't be really getting owned by, and that part sucks. And it's like, fighting games just bring out all the emotions. Like they bring out all the emotions. Fuck, I can't save. They just bring out all the emotions. Like you can be happy, you'll be fucking sad, you'll be angry. I was angry yesterday, like this fucking king, man. Like, I don't fucking care that Majin got top 8. Whatever. Who gives a fuck? I hate I hate King. Like, oh my god, like oh my god, I hate King. Like, this guy was like, I just couldn't beat him, and it's just pissing me off, you know? Like on a spiritual level, it was really annoying, and I was like, it becomes where it's like, I know how the game is played, and it's like you could still know how the game is played, but there's still more depths to it that you gotta know. Like, sure, you know how to punish, but you gotta move more in the game. Like, actually move, because Tekken is a 3D game, so you can move around, and it's like, sometimes it's more of like, sure, you're sitting there and you're punishing stuff, but you gotta move, because if you don't move, you're gonna be locked down in a position where, you know, you're just like, you're stuck, and there's frame advantage and there's fucking pressure, and it's just like you're in negative frames all the time because they're just pressing buttons all the time, and it's like, how do I deal with that, you know? And there's just so much stuff going on, and it's like, oh, I'm doing this move, and like, oh shit, you know, that's not the right punish, or it's like, I don't know how to punish this move. And it's like, you sit there and you gotta be like, how do I punish this? And you just keep getting owned by it, and the person's just like making fun of you and keep charging and throwing fucking pizzas at you and shit. And it's just like, you gotta stay calm and everything, and you know, there are times you're not gonna be calm, and you know, that's normal too. That's part of the fucking game. I feel like if you're not getting mad at the game, then, you know, maybe, I don't feel like you have that much interest in it, because Tekken will bring out those emotions that you don't want out, you know? They will do things, they will bring out those demons in you where it's like you try to keep them hidden and you don't want people seeing that because that's not you, you know? But it's like, they're gonna come out, and it's like, you have to deal with that too, you know? You gotta be like, and it's hard. Like when I first was playing Tekken, it was easy to stream it, but now the better I get, like I don't like I can't stream it because like I'm a like it's just like sometimes having your face there, and it's just yeah, sometimes just having your face there, it's just like, you know, I'm not. It's just like sometimes you was like, remember James Chen, remember James Chen, you know, remember James Chen, and it's just like, it's just sometimes it's so much pressure on you. Like when you're just playing by yourself, it's fine. But sometimes, you know, like if you don't really care, then this doesn't apply to you. But sometimes, you know, you got a whole bunch of people watching you and they see your expressions and they see your mood change and you're not having fun anymore. And it's like, it sucks. It really does suck. And it's just, I don't know, it's hard to stream the game sometimes, you know, because it's a game, you know, you're supposed to have fun playing a video game. But like sometimes it's just like, it's not fun and you just don't want those emotions coming out. But you know, the better you get, the more the more comfortable you get with it. So, you know, you just gotta stick with it. um I am trying to go pro with the game. Like it was so when I was damn, I'm so mad I died. When I was watching Evo, at first I told myself I'm not gonna watch Evo. I don't got time for fucking Evo. I'm not gonna watch it. And then I watched it and I got hooked. It was nice seeing people play and everything, you know. I felt emotional. I felt invested, you know. I was living vicariously through the players and everything, you know. I felt the emotions, I felt the energy, I felt their feelings and everything, and it just reminded me of why I wanted to try and get better at the game, because I saw last year I saw Evo highlights. It's so crazy. I haven't even reached a year in playing Tekken. I mean, I've been playing Tekken casually since Tekken 3 when I first played it as a kid, but I never like played it where I learned how to play the game, you know? This is my first Tekken that I'm actually trying to get good with, and I feel like it's a lot of people think this is their first Tekken also. And you know, it just like reminded me, cuz it's not like you forget. I mean, I guess in a way, like when you do things like learning a language, learning a instrument, learning a sport, learning anything, or just doing something in general, sometimes, you know, you forget why you started doing it, you know? Like, sure, you're doing it and you're having fun doing it, but I feel like there are times when you totally forget, like, whoa, why am I doing this again? You know, why am I so invested in this? You know what? Why? And it's just like, it's just when you actually he's supposed to walk all the way. You're not supposed to stay here. It's just when you I don't know. Yeah, when you just get so invested in stuff, you kind of forget. And in a way, I mean, it's a good thing, but sometimes it could be a bad thing, because like, you know, sometimes maybe you don't feel the same way when you first started out. You don't feel the same way that you did when you started. And I'm not saying I forgot why I wanted to play Tekken, but it's more of I forgot the feeling. I didn't have the same. It's just been a while since I had that feeling where it's just like, I really want to get good at this fucking game. Like, I really want to sit down and practice this game. Like, and because I saw Evo, I didn't see like Evo 2017. I saw Evo highlights, and I just like, I didn't know. So like, it was more of like Tekken had came out, was coming out on PC, right? And I was like, okay, Tekken's out on PC. I'm gonna try and play it now. So at first, it came out like was it June, July. I was just playing it, and I was having fun. And then since I've been like just watching a lot of like stuff with Tekken and watching the trailers on YouTube, fucking YouTube's always like recommending you shit. Wow, I'm so fucking lucky. I'm so fucking lucky. They always recommending you shit, and then I happened to see Evo highlights of all time or some shit like that. And I watched it, and I was like, first of all, I didn't even know that people played the fucking game competitively. Like, I did not know that people play fighting games competitively. Like, it just never crossed my mind, like, And I used to, like in my college, I used to see people bring, TVs and consoles and stuff. And I'm like, why the fuck do they keep bringing these shits here? But, like, I didn't know that some of the people from my college, I believe they are, like, they do play professionally and everything. And it's also just fun to play with other people. And it's just, like, I just didn't know that people played it like that, I didn't know that there were people here playing this game at this level. Like, I just thought it was more of like people just play the game and that's it. You play online, like Call it, even I can't even say Call of Duty, because like even Call of Duty's played like competitively. And it's just like, once I actually realized, I'm like, whoa, you telling me I can actually try and play this competitively? And like, that was the first part. I didn't know that. And then the second part is seeing these people play and have so much fun, and the hype and everything, like, it's just like I want to be a part of it. It just was so much fun. It looked like so much fun, and it's just, I really wanted to try it out for myself. And then that's when I was like, okay, I'm a really emotional person, so like seeing stuff like that really got me emotional, and I was like, I really want to try and play this also. So I did. And then I really tried to get good at the game from then on out. And it was more of like, I wanted to play competitively. I wanted to be pro at it. And, here I am. I'm trying to do it. And in a way, I kind of forgot about that. Like, I forgot, like, why am I playing this shit again? And then I saw Evo 2 days ago. Well, I guess it's more days than that now, but I saw it, and I was like, seeing the hype and seeing top 8 and seeing like Lil Majin get top 8 and everything, and it's like, this is why I want to get good at this game. This is why this is what I've been grinding for, to like be one of the best and try and get good at this game and play at a pro level, and and just feel that hypeness and be good at the game, and I don't know, repping America and everything, it's all that, because it's like it or not, if you don't like America or whatever, but you play competitively, you play games competitively, it's like, even if you hate America or whatever, but you play fighting games and stuff, whatever, when you when I feel like when you go into that fucking tournament and you play and you get top 8 or whatever and stuff, it doesn't fucking matter if you hate the country or not, you're living in or not. You are fucking representing that country, and people from that country are like, they're like, they want you to win. Like, you know, it's not, I mean, it's not about you. When you get into like top 8, it's not about you anymore. It's about everyone. Like, especially like if you're the only fucking one left, like, it's more of like, it becomes where it's not even your player anymore. It's not like you're just like little Majin anymore. You're that fucking American player. You're the last American player, you know, you're representing everyone, and it's like everyone from that country is like, they want you to win, you know. It's just like, it just becomes more than you, and it's just, it's pressure. It's really scary, cause I can't deal with that type of pressure, man. But it's just like, it's part of the game also. You know? It's part of the game also, and it's just like, when you go to these tournaments, like these global tournaments, like if it's just like your local or your major, you're yourself, you know, you're so and so, you're Furogu, you know, you're just Furogu. But like when you go to like Evo and everything, you're not only repping fucking yourself, you're repping the whole fucking country you come from, man. And it's scary because it's like, shit, you know, there's so much pressure, you know. And it's just like, cause I wanted to get better at Tekken also, because I was like, I saw that a lot of Koreans are winning. I'm like, dude, they're on our fucking soil, you know. They gotta, how they gonna come here and take our money, you know? Like, you know, I wanna be the one winning and shit, you know. I want, like, or not me, or like my country to win. So it's like, not only are, you know, you're repping yourself, you're repping everyone else. And I don't know, it's just something magical about that. Everyone's like, it just like brings everyone together, and I'm all about that. I like that. I like that. I really do not like people for the most part, but I know, it's funny. But like, oh man, I love me some nationalism. I tell you that. I love being able to tell people like, oh yeah, your country didn't make it a fucking top 8, so how about you just shut the fuck up, huh? You know? Oh man, I love getting people from other countries salty. If I can get other people from other countries, or even different states, salty, oh, it's the best thing. I always think of myself like Furogu, then a New Yorker, then East Coast, then fucking American, you know? Like, if I'm going to like a major, then it's like that for me. Like, sure, you know, I don't really think of like I'm an American player until like I go to a global, or like I go to a different country and I'm like playing at a competitive level there, then maybe. But like until then, it's like, I don't know. I really it was really nice to see Evo and experience that. I'd love to be able to experience it live. You know, I'd love to actually be able to go to these tournaments and play and get to be around people and stuff, because it seems like, you know, a fun time, because why not? I can't afford it at the moment, and I'm not at that position where I can play at a pro level. I mean, I'm not bad. I'm not gonna lie. I don't like to give myself credit, but I feel like in terms of someone who's been playing for a year, Whoa. Another one gonna fall? I feel in terms of someone who's been only playing for um a year. Like I'm not even up to a year yet. Like someone who's been just playing for like, when did I really start trying to get better? September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June, July. I'm on 11 months. I'm almost close to a year. Or was it September? I think it was like, actually, I think it was more like November-ish. Like, yeah, actually, no, it was probably like September. Yeah. I really like that. It's it's kind of corny, but it was not. It was kind of cool because I also I remembered when I was a kid, and I was still new to like the whole anime shit. There was this anime that came out. It's called Angelic Layer. Oh, I mean, yeah, it was called Angelic Layer, and the premise of the anime is basically this. I forgot if she like moves to this place or whatever. Actually, moving back in this game is pretty smooth. It's not that bad. Like when she's shooting and going backwards, it's not bad at all. The turn is pretty good too. This game's pretty good. It's not bad in terms of like controls and like being able to play the fucking game. It's not bad at all. But yeah, I forget, like, I think she moves to this place or whatever, and like she's lonely and everything, and cause you know she's in a new, I think a new city or something, and she doesn't have any real friends or anything yet. So there's this thing, there's this new hip thing came out. I forgot. I think the actual game is called. I think the thing. All right, so like this new item comes out. This new thing comes out where it's a doll, and you can. It's so cute. So, cause I'm such a girl, cause I thought it was so cute. It's like you get this doll, right? It's just like a blank doll. Like it looks like, you know, like a doll without like hair and makeup. I think it has like a face or whatever, or I think you can create the face or whatever. I don't really remember. I never finished the anime either. But yeah, it's like this like blank slate doll, and you can create it how you want it. And like she makes the doll, and everything. And I forgot what she calls the fucking doll. But like you create the doll and everything, and then you can take this doll, and you can have like you put on this helmet thing, right? And like everything you do, the fucking robot does. It's like a robot, so it's like you can control the robot with your fucking mind. Cool, right? Yeah, you control the robot with your mind. So what they have now is like people play they have the robots fight each other. So like there's this like big tournament where you get your doll and whatever, you make it your own, and you give it a personality or whatever shit, and you have it fight for you, and it's really cool. And like she signs up for this tournament, she plays, and you know she doesn't really win. I only watched a few episodes, but yeah, she had like, you know, it's hard in the beginning because she doesn't really win, and then it has like her friends are like better than her because she's new to it, and everyone's had like a whole fucking year to get to play the game and whatever, get good at it, and they have more knowledge on how the game is played. But yeah, you know, it was cool because like I was like, oh man, as a kid I was like, this would be so cool to like play this game and like play. I wish something like this exists because like I was into what's it, dot hack sign. I was really into that show, and I was like, oh man, this would be so cool to like actually be able to play something like this at a competitive level and just be like, you know, on stage and everything. So like I kind of remembered like kid me wanted to do something like that, and it was like, wow, I guess in a way like I'm living up to my kid self, where I really wanted to like play a game competitively. I mean, I wanted to do Dota, but like I think Kid Frogu would be more of like, nah, Tekken is my game, because I loved Tekken back then too. I love that fucking game. I used to play Tekken. I used to play I really want to get fucking more not Street Fighter, not Capcom versus Marvel. I want to get Street Fighter versus X-Men. I love that fucking game, man. That game is so expensive now. I remember having that game, but I feel like someone stole it from me. I can't remember. But anyways, it's in the past. What the hell is that? Oh, water. It'd be kind of cool if these were like rendered videos. Too bad they couldn't do that. Yeah, so... Oh, fuck. Yeah, so kid me really wanted to like go pro in a way after seeing Angelic Lair. I love the opening to that song, the opening for that anime too. It's a really cute song. I'm not that big fan of Clamp, but I sure like fucking Angelic Lair. I give you that. I like Angelic Lair. I like card captors, of course. I don't know how niggas. I'm sorry. I don't know how people like Subatsa, whatever it's called. I hate that anime. It's so boring, man. That shit puts me to sleep. Like I don't like that anime. I kind of did like XX Holic, but after a while I kind of didn't like it anymore. Yeah, I think I like XX Holic's anime more than I like the manga. I have the manga. I can see it right here. I have the manga with has 1, 2, and 3 in it. Like when it's what they call it, Onibosas or some shit like that. So it's like 3 mangas in one big fucking book. It's like a godsend when you're collecting manga. Because sometimes they kind of look ugly, you know. But yeah, it's really a godsend because you know you get like for me, I like collecting manga. So you know, instead of paying like $9 for one fucking manga, you're paying like maybe $13 or $15 for like three, so it's not that bad. Um, but I feel like in terms of rareness, the singles are rarer. So but it's nice, you know, if you're like especially like I like omnibus I forgot the name of it. But I like them when you're like, say it's like fucking Bleach or let me go back. Let me see something. If it's like Bleach or like Naruto or fucking One Piece that has like so many copies, dude. You want to get the one with the you want to get the bundle that has like one, two, three. Then sometimes they have like one, three, three, four, five, and then six, seven, eight together and stuff like that, depending on how big the fucking series is. It's I'm not gonna lie. Mangas sure come out. I don't really buy manga like I used to anymore. Cause one, I don't have the fucking money. I don't really read them like I used to. But they've come a long way, man. Like it was pretty hard back then. It wasn't that hard, but it's like now it's like you get the new anime, the fucking new anime coming out. The new manga, like if a manga just came out in Japan, it's like and maybe in 2 months or whatever, or at least by the end of the year, you already got the new ones already translated. Shit, it wasn't like that back then. You know how long you have to wait for a fucking for a new, like, if it's a manga that just came out in Japan, shit. You gotta pray that they fucking translate it. I feel my favorite company that does manga is Yin Press. I love Yin Press. Yin Press is like my favorite. I like Yin Press. Let me see. Who does I like Yin Press, and I mean Viz is like, I don't want to say I like Viz because Viz is like the fucking norm. Like Viz is like the norm. But I like Yin Press, and I think I gotta look. I can't really look right now because I'm freaking swimming. But oh shit, I'm dying. Oh, this is bad. The only thing Dark Horse, looking at my manga collection right now. The only thing Dark Horse has done that was good was like fucking Hellsin. I have Hellsin. What's that one over there? I forgot which one that was. That one's over there. Anyways, yeah, I like fucking I like Dark Horse. Like, yeah, I guess I like Dark Horse, but I like but my go-to was Yin Press because they did, like, I feel like out of all of them, they did the best job. They like Yin Press was like a godsend because they were doing like the manga. They were doing like really obscure manga, and they were doing like the big. Back then, they were doing like the manga that nobody was fucking doing. So it was like, oh my god, you could count on Yin Press, and the quality is good, but and everything. The only thing that sucks about Yin Press is that it's fucking expensive. Like, Viz is good because like it's cheap. Um, it's cheap, so you can get manga cheaper with from Viz, and depending on where you buy it from, you can probably get even more of a discount with the Viz comic books. So it's not bad. But Viz is pretty good now. Like, wait, is Viz Funimation or are they two different companies? I think they're two different No, I think they're. I'm not sure. Or maybe they're like Funimation and Viz is like the parent company or some shit. I'm not sure. But anyway, yeah, collecting manga now, I mean, it's about the same price. It probably got a little bit more expensive. But, in terms of, like, the quality and, like, things coming out on time and stuff, like, because, like, it's, like, these companies, they lose money if they don't fucking bring out a comic book or an anime as soon as it fucking comes out in Japan. The fucking the translators who like translate the fucking manga, they fucking get the money. So it's like now it's like they gotta rush and get the licenses. I think like it was hard for the companies to get the licenses back then, but then once they saw that, oh, a lot of people in America really like our comics and we're making money, and it's like it's either we make money overseas or we don't make money overseas. And it's like if we, these fucking, pirates are making the money off of our fucking what do you call it, our brand or whatever. And it's like you might as well give these guys a license so at least they can, you get a cut out of it. And but the thing that sucks about it, I'm not sure if like Steam has learned from their fucking ways, but Steam is like the biggest I want to say it's the only, but it's not. I'm so happy Steam is not. Oh my god, I'm so happy Steam is not bad. It's sometimes annoying, but it's not bad. But it's, yeah, in terms of a company, it's pretty fucking good. But Steam is like the biggest seller for PC gaming, if you don't know. And and you can upload a game to Steam relatively easy. It's like the fucking App Store. Well, Google Play Store, not like the apps iTunes Store, whatever the fuck they call it. And anyone can upload a game, and a lot of anime hentai companies they want their games to be on Steam because Steam is like the biggest company for PC for selling games and stuff. It's like, why would you not want your game to be on Steam? But the thing about it is Steam, the thing, and as someone who plays Dota and has tried to make content for Dota, like me and my ex tried to make items for Dota, and so it was it's just Valve is very lazy. is basically what I'm saying. It's a good company, but they're fucking lazy. But they, it's like we want to make money, but we're lazy, And it's like we don't want to really think uh, to how to deal with things. That's basically like that's basically what Valve is. It's like we don't really we want to make money, but we don't really want to like have to work hard to get the money. Like we don't want to have a hard time. So on Steam, it's not like if you go to like fucking Best Buy or like Toys R Us. It's not like, you go to those stores and you go buy a game, and you're underage. If you're going to like those stores and buying a game and you're not mature or whatever, they're not gonna sell it to you. But on Steam now, you can buy a game and they don't really check to see. They don't check to see if you are such and such age. So you can just get mom's credit card. You can get your mom's credit cards and just buy a hentai game. Because they sell hentai games on there too. But because of that, Steam censored the hentai games. And what sucks about that, because I hate fucking parents these days. It's like they don't want to they just want they don't want to take care of their kids. They want other people to take care of their kids. Why have fucking kids if you don't even want to take care of your own fucking kid, But that's besides the point. If you give your kids can just easily buy the game, because it's not like Valve doesn't have it where you gotta like type in your license number so they can confirm your age or anything. So you can easily buy a game. So what they have done is censored a lot of the hentai games. But like doing that, you really fuck up your market, because like if you could get if people can actually play like the Japanese version that's fully uncensored and stuff, a lot of anime freaks would buy it, or regular freaks would buy it. They all freaks, and it's just like you censoring it really fucks you over in a way, because like then it's like, because then the pirates win, you see. Like if you have the game where it's censored, then it's like a pirate can be like, I'm gonna pirate the game, I know Japanese, I'll translate the game, and then just donate to me Onigai, so they lose out on that, because anime fans will buy it because they're like, we gotta support it, because if we don't support it, they're not gonna make more of the games. But nobody wants to play the censored version of a game, especially if you're paying full price for it. People mostly will because they want to support it, but it's like, you just hurt your market by not having it where people can actually just buy the game and have it uncensored, is what I'm saying. Like, if they just, cause, you competing with the fucking, everything you do, you're competing with the friggin' pirates who will, gladly, pirate it and translate it and everything, because they're fans of it too, It's not like to say they ain't fans, or it's like, they do it because, people want to have it and they want to play it, because they're, the friends of the game or whatever. And, now that I've got this fucking key, where do I put it? They're fans of the game, so it's like you're dealing with them. So it's almost like in a situation where it's like, if you don't give if you don't get the anime fans what they want, they're just gonna go elsewhere. And it's like you know, sure you get to keep your same market, but it's like you're hurting your own market because like this is a big monopoly you can get on because there's so much fucking hentai games and there's so many freaks out there that they'll eat that shit up no problem. And it's just like you it's more of like, listen, you know, Steam ain't for kids, you know. Like, I hate the fact that like everyone these days is like appealing to kids. Like, kids don't kids things that are for kids suck. Kids know this, all right? Kids are not fucking watching shit that are for kids. Yes, they will watch shit that is for kids, but you know what they want? They want what the adults are doing. They want to be part of the it crowd. They want to be part of the cool kids and whatever, you know? So you like dumbing it down for these little fucking snot-nosed brats and everything. It's just fucking it up for everyone, you know? It's fucking up for the weirdos. It's fucking it up for me, who's not a weirdo. It's just fucking it up for everyone. So I say, you know what? Fuck the kids. You know, give the freaks their fucking hentai games and stuff. You're getting mad money off of it because first of all, they're gonna fucking buy the game. They're gonna buy the fucking gold edition of the game. They're gonna buy the perverted version of the game. They're gonna buy the uncensored version of the game. And then they're gonna buy one for their friends, telling them, oh, you should play this game. And then they're gonna buy the OS for the game. So like, you missing out on money if you don't fucking just make it so these weirdos can buy the fucking game. I say just let the weirdos be able to get their game fully uncensored. And if you have a problem with like, you know, dealing with the kids, have it so people have to put in their license and stuff into the game, you know? And, you know, fucking parents, maybe they should actually watch their fucking kids. Why you gotta be like, why we gotta be, wait, what's this? Why it has to be where friggin', why is it gotta be like Steam has to be everyone's parents and shit? Like, why like the people who make make video games and shit, why we gotta be their fucking parents, huh? Why can't these fucking parents take care of their own fucking kids? They laid down and had the damn kids. Shit, watch what your kid is watching. Why must I be ruined because you can't fucking keep your legs closed and you can't fucking watch your kid? Huh? Why does my entertainment gotta be ruined? Take care of your fucking kid, you know? Shit. You know, if they made Fortnite for like not kid, well, if they made it like, this is the thing with Fortnite. They want that game to be competitive so bad, and it's not gonna be competitive because all that RNG that they got going on is really killing it. Because they want it so everyone can play it, but it's not gonna happen. And the game's like, I just hate the fact that people are throwing money at this fucking game, and the game is still in fucking beta, dude. Like, I'm at that position. I always say, like, I am not fucking buying any game. The last fucking game I bought that was in fucking beta, so the first game I bought was DayZ. Fucking DayZ. And I was like, this game's fun. But the fucking developer got so comfy because he was getting all this money that he didn't fucking finish it, you know? Because people love the game, you know? It was a fun game. Like, I didn't really like playing it because it scared the shit out of me. I feel like DayZ was like kind of no, actually Armor 2. I feel like it was the start of the whole like battle royale type genre. Like, I mean, it wasn't really battle royale, but I feel like it helped it become one. But But yeah, I really like playing DayZ, but it was more of like the fucking developers weren't working on the game, so it's like they gave up on it. It was still like in alpha for, yo, you probably could look that game up right now and that shit's still in fucking alpha. That's to tell you. And it's like they got all this money and they were like, oh yeah, you know, donate so we can like make this game become complete the game so it can, you know, sell. But it's like these companies get so much companies or people get so much money from that game being alpha that's like, you know, I don't really have to fucking finish the game. I already made money off of it. You know, it's playable. It's not complete, but it's still playable. So, you know, like, you can still play it. It's not like you can't play it. Why do I need to, like, really work on the game? Sure, I'm gonna release updates and, like, patches and stuff, but, like, in terms of, like, actually completing the game, there's no fucking point, you know? So I got burned hard by buying DayZ, and I was like, I ain't gonna buy no more fucking games. I was like, in my head I was like, I ain't gonna buy no more games like that, but I still went out and so yeah, so then no, it wasn't that game. There's only 2 games I bought that was in like beta and alpha. So then fucking DayZ comes out, and that game's in fucking alpha also. So I bought Dead Before Daylight. That game's in fucking alpha, and that game's a piece of shit too. So like, you know, it's mad overpowered and shit. Like, I don't like fucking with these fucking games because I don't like fucking with these beta alpha games because you know why? Like, Steam needs to like really fucking like put an end to this shit, but like they won't because they're making money off of it. I guess I wouldn't either because I'm making money off of it. Shit, yeah, I wouldn't really fuck with it because like, you know, I'm making money, you know, that's their problem at the end of the day. But like, you know, the fucking monsters in that fucking game are so OP. It's just fucking everywhere, you know? Like, I'm like so over the fact of giving these motherfuckers money for like unfinished product, you know? It's just like, oh, it's more of like, it's like a bad investment because like you paying full price for the fucking game. Like literally you are paying full price for the fucking game and it's not completed, you know? And it's like, once they got their money, they got their money. Like, why would I don't really have to fucking finish the game. Fucking Yandere Dev, I'm looking at you. I'm getting all this fucking money. I don't gotta really finish the game, you know? Why do I have to work on it? I'm getting all this money already. I could just like stop working on it now. It's playable, right? It's still playable, right? I beat my meat though, right? So it's like everyone's going crazy about fucking Fortnite and shit. And like Fortnite, and like it's not like to say Fortnite ain't like, it's not to say like these guys ain't got money. It's not to say like these guys ain't got money. These guys got money because they got these tournaments where people are make like the prize pool is like how, I forgot. It's like fucking 8 digits, you know, 8 digits or 6 or whatever. No. It's this much. This much. Oh, I'm really low. So they're making all this fucking money and then they got these huge prize pools. And the game ain't finished. Like y'all, like everyone's like saying, "Oh, Fortnite so far. This isn't shit about Fortnite." Fortnite is still in fucking beta, dude. How this fucking game still in beta? This shit coming out on the Switch, my guy. This game is coming out on the Switch, and this game is still in fucking beta. Like, yo, do you guys know that Fortnite is not it's not really supposed to be a battle royale? Like, it actually has like its game where like it's like a fucking dungeon. What's the defend? What? I forgot what the game is called. Dungeon Defenders. It's like a Dungeon Defender game where it's like a horde game with these zombies and you gotta build up freaking forts and shit, you know? Fortnite. But it ain't Fortnite because they ain't no forts and they ain't no knights. There's only fucking battle royale. And the shit's in alpha and like and these they making mad money off of it. Like listen, I'm not saying like they can't make money off of it, but like, dude, they making money off of skins and all of this shit, and they want this game to be fucking pro. They want people playing this at a pro level. This game ain't even supposed to be a fucking battle. It's not even supposed to be a battle royale. It's just like a side thing, but they realize they're making so much money off of it. And I'm not like a hater or anything. I don't fuck, like, you know, I was gonna try Fortnite, but I just thought it was a bad game to stream. Oh, lo and behold, I could have been probably rich by now. I probably could be a fucking ninja by now. But yeah, I just like when I first played it, I tried the teams and I didn't like doing the whole team shit, so I was like, I'm just gonna play this by myself. But I just didn't think it was fun to play solo because I was still playing it when it was new. And like I'll tell you, like the first time I played it, I just got a gun and I hid by a door. And I was just like looking at the map and making sure nobody came and shoot me. Like, I was making sure nobody came to the door. Because if someone came to the door, I was fucking filling them up with lead. And I just made I didn't fight anybody until like the storm got so close to, like, you know, it was a circle, like a small circle. Then I was like, okay, I gotta fight now. But I sat there and I was eating fucking yogurt while waiting for the storm to pass to get there, because I was like legit in the area where you had to be for the storm, like where the storm was going to be. I was like in the circle, so I was like, I don't really have to worry about anything. And I died, but I got second place, and I was like, this game I don't really want to play this game. Even if I don't even think now I would want to play Fortnite. Like, it's not really a game I really want to play. If I'm playing Fortnite, I'm playing that shit because it's popular and I could probably make money off of playing it. But I'm not playing Fortnite to play Fortnite. I'm sorry. I'm just not gonna do it. It's not a game that I want to play. You know, I like playing my Tomb Raider. No matter if nobody wants to watch me play Tomb Raider or not, I'm gonna play what I fucking want to play, because I don't want to end up on no fucking Twitch compilation getting pissed at at Twitch. Not Twitch, at Fortnite. But I just like I don't fuck with these alpha beta games. Like, I don't fuck with these alpha beta games because, like, you know, you give these people money and the game never gets out of alpha. Name me one game. Name me 10 games that fucking was an alpha. They got the funding and everything. Not no Kickstarter. They got the funding and everything, and then it released out of fucking beta. Name me 10, because I'm actually like legit curious. I'm not trying to be like a dick or anything. I'm whatever. I'm a dick either way. But tell me fucking 10 fucking games that was in alpha or beta or whatever fucking shit, that like as soon as like they got the funding and everything, ooh, it's raining. After they got the funding and stuff, like, and I'm not saying like, and I don't fucking care. I do not fucking care if they're still updating the fucking game and shit. Okay, anybody can fucking update the game, whatever. I want them. It has to be a game that was an alpha, beta, or whatever fucking form. They got people buying it, and then it got released as a full-fledged game. Name me fucking 10. And I don't care that it, like, I don't want to hear no shit about, oh, this game is still getting updates, so yeah, I mean, it's still an alpha, but it still get updates. I don't fucking care if it's still getting updates. I want to know that these games get finished. Like, they're not supposed to stay in fucking alpha for like 3 fucking years. Like, how long until the actual game gonna come out? Because they still making money off of it. It's not like they ain't making money off of it. They making good bank on off of it. And it's like, I'm not, like, listen, I'm not fucking pissed or anything. They can do whatever they want. They can do whatever they want, but it's just like, because I'm not buying them. I'm not buying, like, if the game is in alpha, I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. Like, I wouldn't buy, like, if I was playing Fortnite, I wouldn't buy no fucking skins, dude. Like, I'm not buying no fucking skins for Fortnite. But, yeah, these games, they just never get finished. And I'm not, like, listen, these game developers can hustle all they want. I don't care. Like, people always, like, say, oh, why are you so mad? I'm not mad. I don't really give a fuck. Because I'm not spending my money and I'm not playing these games. Because first of all, I ain't got no fucking money. But it's just like, you know, I observe these things and I'm just curious because like half of these fucking games that come out, they be in alpha, and then they just stay in alpha. Like how Fortnite got prize pools of $1 billion fucking dollars and shit, but this game's still in fucking alpha. Like, come on, like. They at this point they need to remove the screensaver that says alpha, beta, whatever. I'm like I do watch some Fortnite videos just to like keep up with it because like I'm curious about the whole. I'm just curious of how that game is going to go. I'm like legit curious of how it's gonna go, and since they like what caught my eyes, they want to go esports with it. And I know that that game cannot be no fucking esport. They want it to be esport, but it can't be esport. Not the way how that fucking game, the game mechanics works in that game. That game can't be fucking esports how it runs. But I'm still curious about like where it's going because like it just came out of fucking nowhere, you know? Like it really just came out of nowhere and it's just like everywhere. And people are making money now, and like I'm almost like tempted to get good at the game because I could be a coach for the fucking game, getting $50 an hour to teach some snot-nosed kid to play the fucking game. Why the hell not? Shit, you know? Fuck, I probably could get good at the game if I really tried, but I might pull my goddamn hair out, you know? But yeah, it's because I feel like Fortnite is the game that's like Fortnite is the game where normies are really trying, because Fortnite, since like Ninja came out and they see how much money Ninja's making and they see he playing this Fortnite game, now all these normies coming out and they want to fucking try and get good at the game. Like before, parents was like, oh, you can't play video games, you gotta go to bed. Now it's like, you better play that video game. Did you do your Fortnite homework? Did you do your Fortnite homework? You know, it's like that now. It's really like that now. So it's kind of interesting, and I'm really interested because like now it really is getting more competitive, and I feel like if you're a streamer and you're trying to play competitively, like, now is the fucking time to get. Now is time to, like, this year, this today, tomorrow, next week, not this year. If you've been thinking about streaming and trying to get competitive in these games, now is the time to fucking like if you want to be a content creator, I feel like this is the time. Like, it's not really good for like people who now starting out, but it's a good time because a lot of shit is going down where it's like, if you think it's bad now, my guy, it's gonna get fucking worse. Because with this Fortnite shit going out and people seeing that there's fucking money, and people are normies are seeing that there's fucking money, they're gonna try, and they're gonna really try and get good at these fucking games now. So I suggest that if you really are serious about streaming, or you want to make content, and well, I mean, like, if you either or, if you like, because for me, I'm doing the whole competitiveness, I'm trying to do the streaming stuff, and I'm doing content. I guess streaming and content goes hand in hand, but I feel like if that's what you're trying to do right now, you should do it now, because it's gonna get even more competitive. With that being said, I'm going to go. My throat is like hurting me. Like, I need to have a bottle of water now while streaming, because like my throat gets so dry now. Yeah, we'll be playing this tomorrow. It's not bad. You get lost sometimes, but it's not as bad as how when I was first playing it, because I was like, I don't know where the fuck to go. But now it's not so bad. I have really no idea where to go, but I'm still going in a direction, so at least I'm going in a direction. I hope you guys have a rest a good day or night. I guess I need to start doing this, but please follow, like, and subscribe if you're watching this on YouTube, or if you're watching this right now on Twitch. I don't really like doing the whole shill stuff, but like, it's pretty hard for me as a newcomer to get followers and stuff. Like this, like, it's not really hard. I do like the whole slow and steady stuff. I'm all about that, but it's just like, it's just hard getting that traction right now, because there's so much people out there who's doing the same thing that I'm doing, and you know, yeah, I never thought I'd be saying this unironically, but please like, follow, and subscribe, and I hope you have a good day. And leave a comment too, and buy a shirt. Alright, I'm gonna go now. Bye!